Thank you for clicking the video. This is how I lowered my blood pressure by 20 points. My readings used to regularly be 140 over 90. Now it is on average 120 over 75. These are the 5 things I did to lower my numbers, with number 5 having the biggest effect. Number 1 is supplemental magnesium. Studies show that taking magnesium has a slight reduction in blood pressure. I noticed a number of health improvements when I started magnesium, one of them being a lowering of my blood pressure. I take 500 to 600 milligrams of magnesium citrate a day. Number 2 is low salt. Another thing I did was replace some of the salt I was consuming with a potassium salt called low salt. It contains both potassium and sodium chloride, with a close to a 3-to-1 ratio of potassium to sodium. Generally, you want your intake of potassium to be higher than sodium, but for most people, the opposite is true. Unless you are consuming a large amount of vegetables, you are likely not getting enough potassium, which can result in raised blood pressure. Supplemental potassium does run some health risks, so definitely ask your doctor before you start taking it. Number 3 is intermittent fasting. This could have to do with the side effect of weight loss, but incorporating a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window had a positive effect on my blood pressure. Number 4 is a reduction in carbohydrates and sugar. Again, this could be from the side effect of weight loss, but consuming excess carbohydrates causes you to retain water, which can also raise blood pressure. When I switched my carbohydrate sources away from refined grains and sugars towards unprocessed carbs like fruits, I found positive effects in my blood pressure. Unrefined carbohydrates like fruits and tubers are also going to contain both potassium and magnesium, which could also be part of the effect. And number 5, what had the biggest effect on lowering my blood pressure was quitting alcohol. When I initially was trying to lower my blood pressure naturally, nothing I did would get my numbers down. I was not a heavy drinker, but I would have 1 to 2 drinks 3 to 4 nights a week, and sometimes more on a weekend or special occasion. After doing a challenge of no drinking for a few weeks, I noticed my blood pressure went down significantly, around 15 points. Doing a little digging, I found many other people had a similar effect, some even having to come off their blood pressure medication when they quit drinking. I tested this out a few times after, going back to a moderate amount of drinking, and each time my blood pressure numbers would raise back up. It would take roughly a week after stopping for the numbers to come back down. This for me was motivation to stop drinking, which comes with a number of other benefits, but the immediate impact of raised blood pressure was my body's sign for me to stop. The first 4 items on the list were what I did to get my numbers exactly where I wanted them to be, but the drinking had the biggest effect, and even if I keep up the first 4 habits and go back to drinking, it's not enough to offset the blood pressure raise from alcohol. These are the 5 things that worked for me. If you have tried these or have any other things you've done to lower your blood pressure, please comment down below. And if this was helpful to you, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.